What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Cracking the Code with the Boys. I'm your host, Blair.
And I'm Joe.
And
oh my God.
No, go ahead. What are you going? Look, she wants to. Yeah, who are you? Go ahead.
And I'm Alexa Fanchette.
Ooh, Fanchette.
Yeah.
What's the origin?
French.
Oh, can you speak French?
No, I can't speak French.
That
I spoke
sucks.
Italian and Spanish when I was younger. And
When
I
you were
lost
younger,
it.
that was
yeah,
it.
no. I
Lost it.
understand bits and pieces.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, because I lived in Italy. I was a military brat. But like nobody else in my family spoke it because I was like young and I learned and I was translating a lot for them. So, but then we moved and like they couldn't fluently speak it and I had nobody speak it to, so I lost it.
So you were translating for them, but no pay.
No pay.
But free room and board, though.
Yeah.
Damn.
There was that.
Do you like Italian food?
I love Italian. It's my favorite.
Who
Actually.
doesn't?
It's
Yeah.
Love
literally
Italian food,
But I
actually.
like authentic Italian food. So if it's not from like Italy or the West Coast, I'm really uninterested. Like I've yet to have a real. You know what I do like? I like the nice guy. The nice guy has decent Italian food.
The nice guy.
Yeah.
What the hell?
It's a restaurant in LA. It's like one of those like low key restaurants you go to when you're kind of
nice-
famous because
When you're kind of famous? Why kind of famous, though?
because you can't take pictures. So like you like
Really?
it's really private.
Whoa.
Is it the
Hold
one
on,
with
I
the
gotta-
free money signs?
No, it's like I don't know. It's in Beverly Hills. It's really cute. It's really really funny. So like, I
Oh,
always
I'm
joke
looking
if
at
you're
it.
regular, that's where you take your side girl. And then
to the nice is where you take your side girl?
yeah, because think about it. There's no pictures. Because think about it, like imagine getting caught up, and I think about this all the time because I'm a vlog, like I vlog my life. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, what if somebody's out with their side and I'm getting them on camera right now? Like imagine like you thinking you're in the clear and somebody getting you on their vlog. And that's how you get caught. Because like in a world with all the cameras, like that would be a place like I would take my side, you know, if I was living that kind of life. But I'm not. I'm an angel. So
Wait. What'd you say to me the other day? Go ahead, say it. I don't want to say it for you.
oh, I keep it hot and holy.
Hot and holy?
Hot and holy. No, I keep it hot and holy.
What? She said
great.
that to me on the phone. I was like, what? I ain't never heard that in my life.
Okay, so like I don't deny that like some people might consider me like attractive, whatever. And I don't like shy away from the fact that I'm attractive and that like I have body or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's not something that I actively promote. Like I might post like a hot photo, but I'm not like you won't see 10 bikini photos on my Instagram. It's
What?
just not my vibe.
Really?
But, oh my gosh, I have to bring this up. He said that my Instagram was boring.
I'd have to look at it too.
Oh my gosh, you have to look at it. No, Joe, you have to look at
Okay,
it.
we'll pull it
You
up.
gotta look at it. And now I'm concerned because I'm like, I don't want people trolling my Instagram being like, no.
Is it-
You're
I
like,
got it. I'll
you're
look.
like, it's perfect. It's boring. It says wife.
It says white.
Yeah, there it goes. You can look at it, bro.
And I'm like, I was crushed. I was like, boring?
I was speaking in the sense of like, you know, if a guy was looking, you know, for a wife, your IG just fits perfectly because there's no bikini pics. There's not even fitness.
I have like one bathing suit photo, and I do a little bit of fitness. Like I'll do like
And most of your content's of you in your head.
yeah, it is.
Of you doing your spiritual stuff.
I feel like it's very like I feel like purpose driven. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
If I were a fitness model, then I would probably have more photos of my body.
Of course,
But I'm an
of course.
actress, and
So, yeah,
I
most of these
you
are
wanna be
reels.
you wanna be
believe
classy.
in and
I like it.
It's classic, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, no, I
boring.
do have-
A little boring.
No, time out. I have some hot ones in there. Like I have some. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, let's
my
hide those. Let's hide those. First of all, why do you have like 1,300 photos? Like, it doesn't, like, on a serious note, it doesn't like bother you to just like maybe condense or hide some of those?
No. Why?
Oh,
For what?
Oh
interesting.
my god, I only have like
That's so,
5
because
posts.
I like
1,
to
2,
keep my number no more than 100. Once I get to 100, then I kind of just hide like the super old ones, and
It's
that's
like
just
a
my
digital diary. It's part of my journey. So I just like to like certain parts. I'm just like, oh, I outgrew this, but like it was part of my journey, so I like to keep it.
Uh-huh.
Unless it's something that's gonna be like, oh my gosh, I outgrew this. I don't want to see my kids to see this. I don't want my husband to see this. I don't want this
hot.
no longer fully represents who I am, and
Yeah.
then I'm just gonna take it down because it's just. You know, you have to honor who you are in that moment. I feel
Of
like
course.
that's important.
True. When was the
So-
last time you did a cleanse that you went through and like actually vetted each one?
Oh, it's been a minute. It's
A
been a
purge.
minute. I haven't done a purge in a
purge.
minute.
Yeah, you
Probably
should do
about
it
like
soon.
a year ago. Yeah, just because it's inconvenient for you because you can't stalk and go through my stuff. So, like, if you want to dig deep and get dirt on me, like, you're going to have to do some work.
You have to go through all these posts.
Like, you're going to have to go through all of them.
You know, okay, actually, Joe, what we didn't talk about last episode, our resolutions. I know we're so far into the new year, but we didn't talk about that. So
we're in month 1. I feel like we're still good.
Okay, we're still good. Okay, great.
We're in month 1.
What's your resolution, or do you even care about that kind of stuff?
I honestly like to honor myself and to be the highest expression of myself, creatively, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Just that is been like a big thing for me, honoring myself and all my gifts and everything I want to do, and not being in my head about, oh, I'm an actress, so I shouldn't do this, or oh, I'm like not boxing myself in or limiting myself in any way. I think that has been like my number one resolution, and just wanting to like honor myself in that way. But also, like, I do, like, that does mean, like, being the best I can as far as, like, my fitness goals, or being the best I can as far as, like, getting my career as far as I can get it. Being, like, accountable to myself and saying, if I want to do this, then do it. And not, like, you know? So that's just, like, where my resolution is. I don't have, like, I want to lose 10 pounds, or, you know what I mean? It's just, like, really being the best version of myself and expressing myself.
27 days in, do you feel like you're on the right track?
I am. I feel like I'm on a great track.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's always a good start. That's always momentum's everything.
But I feel like I've always been really good at being disciplined. Like, I think discipline is important.
Discipline. Nice.
Yeah.
What about you, Joe?
I was about to ask what yours is. No, mine's very simple. Mine was every year was like get a 6-pack, and every year I let myself down.
6-pack of beer.
Yeah, 6-pack of beer, and we just keep getting a 6-pack of fucking Krispy Kremes every time.
I love Krispy Kreme. Love Krispy Kreme.
But my whole thing was like this year round. I'm like find. I always do a bunch of projects, but none of them really, I mean, some of them kind of make money, but I want to find something that's like consistent money, even if it's just a little bit of money, but like something that like would pay to do. So finding a side gig is kind of one of them. It's a weird one. How about you?
You know, it's funny. And I told you guys like before we started, like, we're not going to talk about it. And I'm going to be very careful about how I say what I'm about to say. But it is something that I'm taking consideration due to what happened last year. So just my biggest thing is, one of the things I am trying to be more self-aware is making sure I don't say things that may hurt people that I care and love. Just be more self-aware about how I say things. Yes, everyone knows I tend to talk a lot. I will call myself on that. But if you don't check me, if you don't say nothing to me, I'm just gonna have a conversation. I'm just gonna say what's on my mind. So I really want to also check myself and make sure, like, as I'm saying something, okay, is this going to affect my friend or whatever? But then also letting my friends know, like, hey, like, pull me aside and let me know if I say anything that you may be like bothered by. Like, actually clarify before you react. So there's that, and then also just working out and trying to get the goals going.
What's your working out goal?
Man, I eat like shit. I eat like shit like all the time. So I don't know. Just go to the gym. When people ask me why do I go to the gym so early, go to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning.
That's crazy.
It's just I enjoy actually working out. I don't necessarily, I have a goal, but it's like I just like to work out. So that's why. I
like working out too. I genuinely do, and I feel like a part of it is that, like, there has to be a level of craziness to you to like to work out. Like, I genuinely love to work out. Like, it relieves me mentally so much, and I notice, like, if I don't work out, I'm not like firing on all cylinders for sure.
When do you usually go? At what time of the day?
It's funny. I used to be a morning person, but now I'm kind of like a Pilates mom, so it's like midday.
Oh, wait, you're a what?
I'm like a Pilates mom, like midday, like the housewife that goes midday. Like, I'm in there with the housewives that are going midday, or I like to lift, so I like lifting at night.
Ooh.
So I'll like walk. It just depends on the day. I like to walk every day. I try to like walk. I do 4 miles every day, and I walk. And then I will like either lift or go to Pilates. And if I go to lift, it's typically at night because I typically just don't like to be in there with a lot of people.
Of course. So, okay. That's why I go in the morning time. It's because there's like nobody there at the morning time. So your reason for going at night is the same for me going in the morning. I know it's difficult for people to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, but it takes a lot of discipline to do that. And
I actually a lot of discipline to go at night as well, because like once your day is done and it's over, like why am I going? Why?
That's why I need to do it in the morning time, because I'm like, I just want to get it done, because if I don't do it and then throughout the day I'm like already tired, I'm like, why do I want to go to the gym? It's like, yeah, I just want to, and then I'll start building up excuses. Some people are different. What about you, Joe?
What time I go to during the day, like why I can't wake up to go?
What's your preference when it comes to working out? I know we talk about it a lot, but
yeah. I think I mentioned this last time. Like I try to go at night. I thought I was like a night person to go work out, but every time I get off work, like literally the drive from downtown back, it's just over. It's game over. And then I try to go work out, and like sometimes I can get in the mood, but it has to be in the morning now. Like if I don't wake up and then go straight to the gym, that's when I have like the better days.
So why don't you go right after work?
Right after work? Oh, like actually, because my gym's at my apartment.
Oh, okay.
So I have to go to my apartment
that's not gonna work. Because after that drive, mentally you're done.
Yep.
You're like, it takes a lot of like grit to like want to do anything after that.
Oh my God. And speaking of that, and this is what I was going to mention, not the other thing, but one thing I've noticed I've been doing on my drive home, usually like, we talked about this another time where we listen to music, we did podcasts, and now you just start listening to the radio because you're tired of Spotify, right? Yeah. I'm at a point now where I've exhausted just even listening to anything. In this entire past week, I've just been driving in silence and haven't even realized it until like Friday. I'm like, oh my God. Every day this week, I just didn't listen to music. I was just like silence and just...
That boy don't read.
What's a book?
Unless it's for his students. That's about it.
Yeah, no, I don't do audiobooks.
Okay.
Do you recommend it?
When you drive, do you listen to audiobooks or podcasts?
I love to listen to audiobooks. Typically, like now that I do my walks, I listen to them when I walk, and I listen to more music when I drive. But like I will listen to audiobooks depending, because I live in Orange County, but I'm always in LA. Mm-hmm. So I do a lot of audiobooks.
What about music versus audiobooks? Do you ever kind of like switch back and forth?
Yeah,
or
I
is
go
the time
back
you go?
and forth. It depends. I try to I'm really on this journey of being the best version of myself. So if I audiobook for 30 minutes, then I'll music for 30 minutes. Because music's normally just my fun time.
Oh, interesting. Kind of like when you work, it's like power blocking or whatever, where it's like you work for 30 minutes and then take a quick 15-minute break and then go back to work for 30. So you're always taking breaks in between and stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
What do you do?
I don't do shit.
But you're the one who's probably driving the most.
So
you're always in the car. You're
read?
DoorDash.
I do read, actually.
Okay, what's the last book you've read? Or what are you currently reading?
Damn, I totally forgot.
We had a clip last summer. Somebody asked him the exact question. What book you reading right now? I was like, oh, fuck, I forgot.
I gotta fucking look. I do read. Hold on.
It's too late for you. We're not worried.
Just manuals. No, I don't.
No.
If I were to.
Just manuals? Yeah. Or okay.
No, legit, it would be for work anytime we'd have to look up something to how to do something. So it'd be actual manuals on troubleshooting things and stuff like that.
That's hilarious.
So,
okay.
So if it's for a project, yeah, but just to read to like Harry Potter, no.
No, personal development. So how do you are you into personal development?
So for that, I guess I do have YouTubers that I listen to. They,
okay. So you're a YouTuber podcast person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely more on the YouTube
yes,
side.
I found it. The last book I read was Stop Overthinking, 23 Techniques to Relieve Stress.
And how long ago was this?
I think I had... I finished it in probably November, and I moved here in August. So... yeah, it was about that time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. I had also got a book. I'd be forgetting the name of my books, but yes, I do. I have started reading quite a few of self-development books, And it's funny because it came in the quake of the whole situation. But we already said this.
So for self-development books that you're reading, what's kind of the biggest takeaway that you've gathered from most of them?
I think most of them, it's your thoughts. Whatever you're feeding your mind constantly is what you're going to become. It's you really control a lot of more of your situation than you think you do. Your thoughts really do manifest.
Can you break that down? Because I know you are a very spiritual person, and I see your content, and I think people think like when you manifest and you say it's just going to come true. However, you do have to actually apply action to what you're manifesting, I think. Do you disagree or agree?
No, I don't disagree. I do think you have to take aligned action in what you're manifesting. But I have seen that there's really power in visualization and living in the end. So even if you're not actively doing, like taking steps, if you are constantly thinking about that thing and you're constantly living in the end, it will come to pass. Regardless if like you're actually like doing it or not.
Yeah.
Actually taking the steps towards it.
What do you mean by living in the end? Like you're living as if it already happened? Is that
yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're living in it as in it already happened.
Okay. Yeah, because some people I hear the whole, manifesting and stuff like that, and I think a lot of people just, forget like you still have to apply some action. However, there are moments where when you're thinking it without applying action, it sometimes just ends up happening.
I agree. I feel like it's a combination of both, because I feel like once you believe you're in the end, you're going to act like the person who has the thing. So you become the person who has the thing. So the thing comes.
Yeah.
And the confidence comes with it too.
Yeah, I agree. And I feel like self-concept is a big thing. The way you view yourself.
Yeah.
Like, if you think you're never chosen, you're never chosen. If you don't think you're the hot one, you'll never be the hot one. If you don't think you're if you're not the rich one, you'll never be the rich one. If that's what you keep playing in your head, whatever stories that you play in your head is going to play out for you. And a lot of our stories are half broken because we base them off of our childhood or something that happened with our parents. And it's just like not true.
So, okay. When we chatted yesterday, you mentioned something about a situation where a guy, you were like, oh yeah, that's because he's a Leo or whatever. And I think so.
Wait, no, I did not say that.
No, did you not? I swear you did. However, whatever, we can.
No, because of you. There was a situation where you mentioned your sign, and I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
However, the point is, how often do you judge like the men that you date off of their signs? Like, is that like if someone's, I don't know, just hypothetically speaking, a Pisces, like, oh no, I'm not even gonna waste my time giving that person a chance. That's an extreme example that actually does happen, however.
No, I don't feel like I'm that crazy about it. I feel like
you still take it into account?
Yeah, I take it into it. Not like I just keep it in the back of my head. It's like a file. Like if he does something, then I pull that file and I'm just like, okay, these characteristics and these actions and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just keep it I keep it on file, but I don't like hold it against you.
I love it.
I'm just gathering information at this point.
Can you, if they don't tell you their signs, can you kind of guess what their sign is?
Probably.
Ooh,
What's my sign?
Joe.
Ooh. We just met, Joe.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What do you need to know about me to know my sign?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm like that. I don't
She's
think
like, I'm not that.
20
I don't
questions.
think I'm that, like, I don't know if I'm that discerning.
You can just take a guess. Just a quick interaction, I guess.
Capricorn.
Nope.
What are you?
Aries.
You're an Aries?
Yeah, our birthdays are one day apart.
Oh, I'm so scared.
His birthday is April. His birthday is April 7th, and mine is April 8th.
I've had so many people tell me though, they're like, "Oh my God, you're an Aries. You don't act like an Aries."
No, I could not pick that up on you.
Which is crazy because based off our conversation, and he is, and we're good friends. So it's like, wait, what?
So interesting.
How does that work out?
That
Unless
is
my mom lied to me when I was born.
Yeah, right. You weren't like you were actually born in September. Like what? Oh
Also,
God.
they say like you're rising and you're like it's a whole
Yeah, for sure.
There's like a
There's
lot
more
That's
to
just
that.
excuses.
No, yeah, we definitely brought this conversation up with other Blair. Brother
Oh, that's
Blair.
right. That's right.
Because I had said there are some people that really take the astrologically like spiritual route like too serious to the point where they immediately disqualify someone that's an Aries or a Scorpio just off the. They don't even take. I'm like, wait, what? So that's why
I feel like you can't deny there isn't something to it.
For sure.
But I'm
no.
also not gonna like base like my whole thing off your. I think that's a little crazy. Like it's a little extreme for me.
Yeah.
Crazy is like a harsh word. Extreme. It's a little extreme.
extreme. I want to hear the story that you had.
I feel like we hyped it up too much to where it's not going to be that crazy. So yesterday, Shayla and I, we just kind of like checking out some bars. A couple of them were like too packed, and then we ended up at this one that had goth alternative night. We're like, what? I'm like, oh, it's probably just the same as like emo. Have you been to emo night at all?
I have been to an emo night.
Yes. Oh, what?
So when we were going in there, we're like, oh, it's probably just going to be kind of like that, but like just like with goth turned in. I'm like, no. We went in there and it was straight up like goth. There is subgenres to this. There's like emo and then goth, straight up everybody dressed to the goth nines. I was underdressed. I was even wearing all black, just so happened to be. But then the fact that everybody was in black lipstick, like eyeliner, the whole like mohawk thing, everything, it was crazy. And then like a goth band played, just like from South Park, like how they dress the goth kids. It was to the T goth night. In the music was some like weird underground, like gothic sort of thing. It was crazy. So
wait, where's this place at?
The Oaks Hollywood.
Oaks Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Underground.
Yeah.
How did you like feel? Would you go back? Did you like the experience?
It was cool. Okay. It was actually really cool.
Okay.
Just the fact that it's not like I'm trying to think of a place that kind of like how Davy Wayne's where they if it's just 70s music no matter what, like they have the turntable, they commit to it. That night everybody like committed to it. Like God, never all the songs they played, I'm like, I've never heard this in my entire life. And then the band went up there, they commit to the theme of like gothic music, everybody was gothic, and then even the place was like nicely set, so it was cool. It was a vibe. So when people commit to a thing, it's actually really cool. So
I like that though. Yeah.
So this is something we talked about forever ago, actually.
Ooh.
And I actually said, you already talked too late now. Best date ideas. If you recall, you remember you had talked to me about the whole cheesecake thing.
Oh.
So you know what's funny about that? I actually saw that. I think I talked to you about this part, but if not, I would say the extended version.
The list
of that whole date situation. Did you actually see the video that it?
I just saw the video and I just didn't like the way she just like tried. I don't like the fact that you would try to embarrass somebody.
Yeah,
I just didn't like the way it was done. Like I would never like, even if I didn't agree with where you were taking me, I would never like, oh my gosh, we're at Chili's. How dare, like I would never try to embarrass you or shame you. I just don't think I would do that. Like it just is not in my soul. Now on my phone to my girlfriends, I'm gonna be like, I cannot believe this person did that. But I'm never gonna publicly like humiliate you. I just don't.
That's pretty.
What was the cheesecake thing? It was like a clipper or something.
Yeah, some guy was trying to take a girl on a date and he chose cheesecake. And she basically thought it was like beneath her, essentially, the way she didn't say that word, but it came off as like if she was better than cheesecake. She said something along the lines like she was hot.
Do I look like I belong in cheesecake?
Yeah, do I look like I belong in cheesecake? Like that. And I give him props. He was like, oh, he actually apologized. Well, I'm sorry. This is, like he was calm the whole entire time, but she videoed it. And that's where I'm just like, why did you feel the need to even video it? Like, why?
No, that was my main thing. Like, why would you try to embarrass somebody? Like, that's just not necessary. Like, it's just, I didn't like it.
So
I didn't like the way she did it.
She felt how she felt, right? And the man stood his ground. He was like, oh, well, this is...
Was this a first date thing?
Yeah, first date. Later on, the extended version of the clip, because the clip that was surfacing was really them in the parking lot. But then there's an extended where they leave and she's still recording. And then this is the thing that baffled me. She complained about the cheesecake, and then towards when they left, when they were leaving, then she started all of a sudden was like, oh, well, I mean, we can go here now. because she was hungry. So, and I thought from my point of view, like, she complained about it. She said, like, I mean, she videoed that. The video alone is enough for anybody, whether you're a man or a woman, to literally walk away from the date. I don't care. Like, it has of course, there's a lot of guys like, oh, you know, saying what they had to say. But even if the roles were reversed and the guy was recording the girl for whatever the reason, that girl will have every right to, like, okay, I'm taking you home. And so when she complained and videoed, he apologized. She kept going off, and then they left because he was taking her home. But then she didn't want to go home because she was, like, hungry, and he didn't feel comfortable going on the date. And then some people was like, well, that I'm like, no. Like, no, you just, like, you could have at least, like, you know, she could, if I'm being honest, because you said, like, I'm going to go to my homegirls and, you know, make my comment. That's how I felt. I think she could have waited after all that.
And for me, it's not that cheesecake is cheesecake. It's not, I mean, it's a decent restaurant.
It's kind of expensive, low key. Super low key.
It's got good food.
Super low key.
I feel
Go ahead, say what you say.
Is it too cheesy as like a first date place or something?
Yeah, I feel like it shows no effort. Like, you just asked me if I like Italian food. So if you took me to cheesecake after I told you I like Italian food, and you didn't even like
cheesecake does have Italian
like
food,
a mom
though.
and pop Italian place that just, like, even if it's just simple, it has good food. I'm gonna be like, damn, you don't like me? He didn't even try. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there was no effort. There was no thoughtfulness behind it.
Yeah.
And I feel like if we've been talking and getting to know each other, I would expect
it would be Olive Garden. Olive Garden would be
of course.
the Italian place.
Olive Garden. Yeah, let's go. It's all you can eat. Hey, that's putting the effort, man.
No, are you kidding? I literally just told you I came from Italy and I lived on the East Coast. And you took me to Olive Garden? That is the most disrespectful thing I've ever heard in life. That is the most. And most Italians would come for your throat.
Like, what? No.
So
that's so funny.
For me, it was just about the effort. It just didn't feel like he tried. And the whole thing about, and I feel like a lot of people's issue is people cannot, girls and guys,
for sure,
cannot tell when people like them, because that's the real issue.
Yeah.
So clearly she really didn't even like you, because if she really liked you, she was not gonna like.
Yeah, she would have never embarrassed you.
She would not have embarrassed you like that. She would have been like, babe, like, you took me here and it just made me feel like you didn't like appreciate me. I don't feel special to you. Like, how many people have you taken to this place?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, it just felt like low effort.
Yeah,
you know.
I think there's. I was listening to my podcast today, and one of the girls had said something about, which is actually, as a guy, I'm like, oh, that's. I think it made sense. She thinks like she would rather for a first date just go on a walk, and I was like, oh wow. And her reasoning for it is actually benefits both parties. For her, she doesn't have to, like, it's less like, don't have to sit there throughout the dinner trying to, like, pretend or whatever. And then the guy actually doesn't have to worry about spending, like, lots of money or any money at all. And the fact that she was thinking about not just her as a woman, but then also as thinking about the guy, that's her reason why she prefers to do, like, low-cost things, because both parties, in the end, like, if it doesn't work out, they're not feeling, then they kind of both benefit in it's both areas. So
I feel like that is the most boring thing I've ever heard. I'm like
a walk.
I'm a hopeful romantic.
Yeah,
so I'm just like, I gotta tell our kids our first date was on a walk. I'm ashamed.
Oh, man.
I'm a hopeful romantic though, so that's just my vibe. Like, I just am very like.
She wants that nice. Ooh, keep talking. I gotta look up this dinner spot real quick.
I just like, I would want you to go all out for me. Like, do your best. And I'm not saying you have to spend a lot of money, but like.
For the first date?
I feel like all the time.
From the get-go.
Here's the thing.
I think all the time. And I feel like money is subjective. And I feel like it's not about money. It's really about effort. So, okay, you know I like these flowers. Give me the freaking flowers. Or, you know, I like my favorite candy's European because I grew up in Europe. Get me some European chocolates. Like, it's not like, it doesn't have to, it's effort for me. It's really, really about effort.
Also, too, I just want to make this very clear, and I'm not going to look at the camera. However, guys, Okay, as you're listening to what she just said, even girls too, she stated, it's about putting in effort and, basically listening to what that person likes and then attacking that. Make sure that person actually is interested in you, because just because you know that she likes chocolates from Italy and you get that, or she likes this particular restaurant at this time and you do that, doesn't mean really doesn't mean anything unless that person's actually interested in you. So just be careful how you go about and showing your gesture for people, because people can take and then really just look at you and be like, oh, well, okay, I never told you to do that. Or
but
whatever.
Also, that's your fault. You need to learn how to read when people like you. That's an issue for our generation.
Yes.
These posts, and I think I might have even been guilty of posting one. Effort is so attractive. And in my head, I was like, what kind of idiocy is this? If he likes you, he's going to put in effort. Why are you? That should not be a freaking post. Yeah. And this whole, she's using me for my money. No, you could not tell she didn't like you. Yeah. She didn't like you, and she showed you she didn't like you in little ways, and you ignored it. Yeah, and that's your fault for it's your fault for ignoring the red flag. It really is, because they are all the time. Even situations where I ignored red flags, I can go back and replay the footage in my head and be like, there were signs and I ignored them. I take full responsibility for that.
I think earlier on you said something about people not. I don't know. It was something on the lines of just it was it was pretty much actions speak louder than words type of ordeal. I don't know. You made a comment earlier.
Yeah.
In the when we started. But that is the biggest thing too, is effort is praised, but a lot of men tend to think, oh, if I give effort, then I'm going to win this girl over. And I can speak from experience. That's definitely not the case. But however, both parties tend to not be so clear about their love languages or what they want, because there is the, some people like gifts, right? But then just because they like gifts, that doesn't mean and they take it doesn't mean they like you. However, I do think it's wrong to, let's say your love language is gifts, right? But then I think it's wrong for me to take a gift from you knowing that you like me, but then try to justify me accepting the gift well, this is my love language, but then it doesn't help out both parties, especially if the person that's giving the gift, right, to someone that doesn't like them, and that person is continuing to accept it. There comes a point where both people need to take accountability for their actions. So that's
girls and sex, though. A guy will keep having sex with a girl knowing he doesn't really like her. He's just using her.
Yeah, I'm saying both. Both people need to take accountability.
I feel guys make it about them, and they're like, oh, she's using me for my money. You used another poor girl for sex, and you knew you had no intention of marrying this girl.
Yep.
You know she liked you. You liked you. And so to me, it's not. I feel like nobody really gets used. I hardly, not that nobody ever gets used, but I just feel like it's really hard to get used, because I feel at some point the other person.
Oh yeah. The problem is there's one person always.
But don't get me wrong. People are good at selling dreams, but it's not about them. It's not. Yes, he's.
Oh, that's facts. That's facts. That's all I'll say on that.
It's people are good at selling dreams, and I'm not saying that it's not about him telling you that he cares about you and that but
I'm gonna buy us a house.
But is he calling you his girlfriend? Is he introducing you to the parents? I feel you really do have to it's not about what they're saying, it's about really the actions they're taking.
Exactly.
And even actions can be misleading, because some person can act like they're your boyfriend, but if they never officially cuff you or post you, they don't. That's just not what it is.
What's cuff you?
Cuffing,
cuff, bro. What the hell?
Have you never heard that terminology?
Is that like you solidified the relationship?
Yeah, kind of
closed off.
You're going steady. Maybe is that?
I've never heard cuffing before. Yeah. I just started watching Love Island. They say, "Are you open or closed off?" Closed off.
That's funny. I've never seen that. But cuffing is just you're official. You're official. They're claiming you. You're cuffed.
Gotcha.
Handcuffed. We're handcuffed.
Oh yeah.
So I have a question to ask, and there's no point of me asking why guys do it because I already know guys' reasons. But I'm very curious. Are you in
I feel like I'm not a normal girl, so I don't feel like I'm going to give you a normal girl answer.
Are you in a relationship?
No.
Okay, cool. So what do you think, in a general statement to a degree, if you can answer a general, why do you think girls will hide their relationship? I have a theory, but I'm not going to say it until you give me yours. I already know why guys do it because they're trying to.
Like, if I were to be in a relationship, why would I hide my relationship?
Yeah, you can answer from your like why you would do it, and then try to
understand the girls.
Yeah. Let's start with you. Why would you do it?
Me, I don't.
Clip this one. This will be great.
It just ends right there.
Go ahead. Give us some.
I've talked about this before on social media, and it's just because honestly, like, you would have to really make sure that, like, first of all, to even get me to like a relationship status is a big deal. To get me to any kind of status is a big deal.
Yeah.
But like, I've just seen like people be so embarrassed. Like, you're up here and mashing. Stop! No, I mean, it's like it's secondhand embarrassment for me because they're still be in the relationship after it happens. Like, you're up in here with matching pajamas with this man, and he has a whole nother girl. Like, it's
That's
a
embarrassing.
secondhand embarrassment
That's
for
embarrassing.
me, and I just like have been so like just traumatized. Secondhand trauma.
Has that happened? Like, legitly?
Yeah, like I've seen
shit.
it. I've seen it happen.
No, to you.
No, not to me.
Go do the hair. No, not to
But that's
me.
why you're afraid to do it.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
yes, that's fair.
I not that I'm. Yeah, people know not to play with me like that. Like, don't play with me.
I remember you said like, "Oh, that's fine. I'll go on a yacht with Steve or whatever."
If you embarrass me like that, I promise you, I'm not. You don't want to do that. I will Lori Harvey, Jennifer Lopez you.
Wait, I know what Lori Harvey did, but what Jennifer do?
Oh my gosh,
Sorry.
you not know Ben was still trying. Not Ben. I'm sorry.
Because Ben got her back though.
Ben got her back.
Yeah,
the other one though, I forgot what his name was.
I don't know, but the other guy
he was
before,
like literally like they broke off the engagement. He was literally still posting pictures of them.
Oh no!
Like wishing for my family back. Like it was like wild. And she was off like with Ben, and they had like hotels of like yeah.
Why did that relationship break?
I don't know. I think there was some infidelity there.
Oh
Yeah.
And then why did she go back to Ben?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm
sorry. I'm sorry. My bad.
I'm not deep into like celebrity gossip like that. I just saw it play out the way it did, and it's just like, do not ever think that I'm going to be. If you play me like that, I'm not crying over you. I'm not embarrassing myself by putting myself on the internet crying. I'm not embarrassing myself by even posting that you cheated on me.
Yes.
I am leaving that
You're
situation
not gonna give that
quietly.
clout. That energy.
I'm leaving that situation quietly, and I'm posting up the fact that I'm at the man who wanted your spot beach house in Venice. Like, I'm not gonna play with. Don't play with me. Do not play with me because there is so many people that are in my DMs offering these trips and offering these things that I don't take. So, and out of respect for you, so do not play with me.
Yeah.
Like, if you do that, you will regret it. Deeply in your soul, you will regret it because I'm gonna move quietly out here. I'm moving quiet. All of my things will be packed. You will come home and I will be gone. Like,
yo, you remind me so much.
What's the best DM offer that you've got for a trip? You've been on a yacht?
Yeah.
Nice.
Of course, bro. You don't. Oh, she hasn't told you what lifestyle she come from.
No,
so.
I don't.
I know you said you were an army brat in Italy.
Yeah, she
but-
come
Wait,
in.
let's not say it like that. Like, I live a decent. Like, I do okay.
I live decent. Like, I drive a
do
Benz
okay.
and all that stuff. No, I'm playing.
Stop. No, like, I live an okay life. I don't feel like, and I feel like it's like
private
it depends
jets?
on
I
like
love
the
it.
levels. So like, I feel like I feel like there are plenty of girls doing way better than me, having way more better, like,
Okay,
you know
fair,
what I mean,
fair,
like luxury experiences. But I feel like,
But you know you could live that if you wanted to. But you might have to give up
it's my
some
soul.
morals.
I just cannot sell my soul
Yeah,
for it.
I know. You're like, fuck, I ain't
So I'm
not trying to
really
do-
selective about the experiences I do have because I'm not having to give up my soul for. Like, it's just like they really just are enjoying my company and I'm there for the vibes. It's not that they expect anything from me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, okay. So here's my theory on it. Like I said, I already know why most guys do it is simply because they got a side biddy. That's why. But girls, I was always so curious why they did it because I see a lot of women post up like damn near everything, like, you know, from like bikini pics or talking about like what makes them happy. I love this coffee or whatever. And obviously there's probably like, you know, some brand sponsor deals, reasons why they do that. But then I'm sitting there thinking like, you are happy in your relationship. Yeah, I'm great. I'm wonderful. Why not, like, you know, share a picture or two of your man that you love deeply that you're going to marry? Oh, well, the world doesn't need to know that. And I'm like, okay, so here's my theory on that. I think there's a theory is that when it comes to like because we live in the day and age of social media, I think most women don't want the reality to be fucked up. And I think most women think if I put my relationship out there, I'm gonna hear rumors that might piss me off. So let me mitigate that risk and not mention who I'm dating, because then if something does happen, it keeps it privately. No one really knows about it. I can quietly dismiss that person, you know. But then if I do put it out publicly, what did you say? You run the risk of being embarrassed that, you know, something came out that you might have felt or you just, you know, didn't know. And now you gotta, you know, take the pictures off and everyone's asking, oh, what happened, girl? What happened? So my theory as to why most women don't put their relationship is because they don't want to run the risk of someone telling them what they don't want to know, is that their man is probably doing some cheating or doing something. That's my theory on it. So, yeah.
So what about you, Joe? Are you putting your girl on the gram?
So,
boy, you got side biddies. I'm playing, just kidding.
Not so. Oh, not the so.
Oh, no. So I've been seeing this girl. We've been,
Why are you dying over there?
That's the way he said it.
Okay, Joe, let's hear about her.
No, I've been seeing this girl for a while. Yeah. Her name's Shayla. And then not until just like a couple weeks ago, we just became exclusive.
Okay.
So until then,
I think pay for the premium.
Yeah, pay for the premium. I never really post on Instagram anyway, but I actually was about to do a 2023 Wrapped with her in it. But then I'm like, but she hasn't posted me yet. So I was going to maybe, it's kind of one of those like give and takes. It's like, is it cool that she posts me or she
That's so funny to me.
So yeah, I don't know. Okay. It's a little bit of both. If she did, I would totally post it. Yeah.
Can she side launch you? I mean, soft launch you.
Side launch you? Like, what the fuck is that?
Like I've heard soft launch, but not side. We've totally like soft launch each other, like with the stories and stuff. Okay. But there hasn't been like a full on post. If she like does a full on post and she like side launches you, so like say you guys are in the elevator, you're like it's a mirror photo. She's in the elevator. She's taking a photo of herself, and you're like kissing her on her neck, and they can't see you. She doesn't tag you. How would you feel? I think she still tagged me anyway.
But no, so, but like, what if she didn't? This is theory. It's like hypotheticals. We're playing with hypotheticals.
What would I do?
Would you be cool with that? Would you be like, okay?
Yeah. No, like anytime like she would, like the stories wise, she would tag me in it. So then I would repost her story. So like everybody knows who she is.
But no, but like what if it was like a full post like that and she felt like that was enough? Would you be okay with that?
Full. Am I okay with the fact that, yeah.
Like it wouldn't show your face, but it would like show your like physique or like your, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
like the rest of your body.
No, I totally don't care. I do work at like, I do have people who work for me, so like I don't want them to see like me like making out with someone on the gram, like that kind of thing. Yeah. But no, I don't like. I'll definitely like eventually post her and stuff. Okay. And so yeah, I have no things against that.
Blair
so like
Bear?
we've totally been soft.
What about
soft
you?
Launching.
Are you allowed to soft launch? Are you gonna soft launch somebody?
I have nobody but myself. Wait, what do people say? I'm independent and
would you soft launch? Like, or would you be okay with her like keeping you a soft launch?
Here's how I figured it out. I think the biggest thing is one of the excuses I hear is like, oh, I don't want to post my significant other like all over my gram. Okay, that's fine. But Instagram made this wonderful feature called pins. Literally, all you have to do is just pin your relationship right up there, and then when you want new pictures, you just swap out. Like
it just depends on like what you're doing though. Like, because for me, I'm not pinning my boyfriend. Like that's ridiculous. Like there's just so much. To
if they're gonna be your husband, then sure, I guess that makes sense.
If they're gonna be my husband, like I am building a brand. And you would be
that's
like
interesting.
Like,
oh
I'm
yeah,
not-
your brand is different because I was gonna say there's
like if you're a regular Jane, okay, that might make sense.
Yeah.
And not to say like you know what I mean, but if you're not actively building a brand online or actively building a platform, it makes more sense. But if you aren't, then it just doesn't, it just doesn't make sense. Like I have to be with somebody that's like secure and not gonna be like, oh, you didn't post me.
Yeah.
Babe, if you think I'm out here with anybody, then you need to work harder because you're not doing something. I'm kidding.
So yeah, that makes sense for you because your brand doesn't revolve around like relationships because we all know there's brands out there that have
talk about relationships, but I just don't feel like I would ever put my relationships at the front run of my brand. And I might, it could like who knows if I meet somebody and we just decide to run and do that together.
Yeah, because there are some. I know there's a girl. Her name's Blair. But you know she built her brand like because of like her and her boyfriend. Okay. So there's some people that, and then obviously what's that famous couple that's from Austin, Texas or something? I don't know. There's a influencer couple. That's how they built their brand, just being two couples that did like funny skits and stuff like that. But if your brand is something talking about like astrology, I mean, yeah, sure. It probably doesn't make sense to put your IG with, your relationship.
Would you pin your girl, Joe?
Pin my girl
on your Instagram? Would that be like a main?
I do have 2 IGs, so I mean, I have like a private one pinned? That I could like literally post up there.
Would you pin your girl?
Sure.
Yeah, I would.
Pin.
I mean, it's not.
I don't have anything pinned.
But when that time comes, out here, LA struggling.
None out here in LA struggling. LA is not the real world.
It really isn't.
It's not. And I feel like people have such a hard time relating to like us and like the...
It really is.
Yeah, it's not the real world.
I am so thankful that I am from Nebraska and move here because I literally can look at anyone in the eye and say, no, dating is completely different from here to Nebraska. If I was back home, I would have already been in a relationship, would have had 3 kids, maybe a 4th, because the lifestyle out there is totally different. So sometimes when I talk to people about dating out here in LA is hard, they kind of like, oh, no, it's not. I'm like, you're talking to someone that actually literally grew up in 2 different places where like the lifestyles are way different.
But is that what you want? You want to be like with wifed and... husband and...
Oh, do I? Oh, yeah, I would like
with
to.
3 kids? Is that what like you want?
I would actually want more. That was just like a base.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How many kids do you want?
I don't want to tell nobody.
Okay.
No, it's my business.
I'll give you... How many kids do you want, Joe?
17. Yeah, I don't even know.
Boy wants 80.
Yeah.
Do you not know if you want kids?
Yeah, I'm on the...
You're on the... Okay.
If I'm being...
I want 6.
Yo,
6.
No cap. I was literally about to say 6.
I want 6, but I'm adopting 2, and then I'm hoping for a set of twins, so I'm only giving birth 3 times, and then I'm getting it nipped and tucked.
Nick and tuck. Yeah, no, I do. I want a big family, and it'd be nice, but obviously I've compromised with my lady because that's a lot of birth. It'd be nice for 6 bios. However, I'm willing.
And also, you have to be willing to pay for the body again.
Oh yeah, I mean,
we really
of course.
Like that's fair.
Oh yeah,
do her right. Give her that mommy makeover.
I'm hoping to be like very like.
You guys judge me if you want to. I don't care. I'm getting it. If I need to. If I can't like snap back by myself.
Here's the thing though. There's a lot of even like average people. There's a lot of women I know that have had quite a few kids, and I mean they really didn't affect their body, and they're perfectly fine. So I think if you're already like. Because I know where you were getting at, like, because that's a lot to put on the stress on a woman's body. But if you're already like working out and doing what you need to do, your body's just should go back to how
there's
it is.
Just so much to like giving birth, and then there's C-sections, and I feel like there's just so much to it. Mm-hmm. Like you can't pinpoint one experience and be like, okay, they should be like. So I just feel like I would be open to whatever. Like if my body snaps back, great. But I'm also like not shaming anybody for doing surgeries, and I haven't had anything done. But I also
Lies.
am not Bible. I have not had anything done. I'm not against it, but I'm not like. I'm not against it, but I'm also not like I'm getting Botox every week. It's just I haven't felt the need to, and if I do, I'm just not out here judging people. I just don't feel like there's a reason to judge anybody for their decisions.
Okay, how do you okay, Joe, let me ask you. Would you, if your girl wanted to get a BBL, how would you feel about that?
If she wants to do it, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Me personally, I would no. I would rather to get like boobs, that's fine. Because here's my logic behind it. Because
I don't really know kind of like how to tell the difference.
You can't go to the gym and grow your boobs. Like it just doesn't happen. But no, it doesn't. Not to the same degree.
No, it doesn't. I agree with you. But just the fact that you're speaking on women's bodies is just irritating for me.
That's
I feel
fine.
like men just should not be speaking on women's bodies.
No.
You couldn't relate.
No,
you don't fully understand them.
Of course.
Science fully doesn't even understand them because the fact that we've been backtracked has always been about men, and men have been studied, but women haven't been fully studied to the extent that we should have been. So I just feel like to comment on women's bodies, I just feel like it's irritating. Like, don't just...
That's fine.
Mind your business.
I'm just asking a question. Anyways.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just stating. No, you weren't wondering why I was looking that way, and that's why I was. It wasn't that
I know why you was looking. Okay. I know why you was looking that way. We've had these conversations.
Okay.
That's why, Joe. That's why. But no, it's like because there's like when you go to the, for like your ass, you can go to the gym and literally, work that out. If you eat properly, you do the right diets, you're, going to the gym and you're, putting on the weight. It's been proven, like there's scientific things that it's been proven if you work out and stay consistent, it can happen. So that's why for me, I just wouldn't, if I'm already in the relationship and that conversation came up and she asked, I personally wouldn't like it. But if it was already done before me, then it was already done before me. So I'm just speaking as if we were already in a relationship for 2 years and then it comes up and it's like, well, no, we just go to the gym. Like, what's the issue? If there is like some serious like medical issue where like the doctors that are professional saying like, hey, based off of these cellular lights and this and that can't happen. This is what we need to do. All right, then. But there's steps because, I mean, I'm sure all three of us have seen someone, guy or girl, because guys do work on their ass cheeks, that have went to the gym with flat booties and then, a year come out. So to say that it's not impossible or to try to come up with some weird analogy why this can't happen is like, it's definitely been done. I think if you put the consistency in it, it can happen.
I agree with you. I honestly don't want to pay for anything that I feel like I can earn myself.
Amen.
However, like I just don't. The results aren't immediate.
Correct. Yeah. Patience and discipline.
For some people, it's harder for them to gain weight.
Yeah.
So I'm not judging what anybody wants to do with their, like, for me, honestly, I'm not for the BBLs just because it just has not been studied as much. I would go get my boobs done before I would get my bottom done, just because of the fact that, like,
I think it's safer.
We've been getting boob jobs for years. This BBL situation, we don't know what kind of like effect it's having on our bodies in the long term.
That's another reason.
And even with boobs, like they're not perfect. Like they're saying, oh, the silicone ones are like no good now, or like they're bursting, or they're leaking, or they're messing with people's brain. Like there's so much to it. I feel like putting any foreign object in your body is risky. So if I were gonna do it, it would probably be like the most non-invasive way, like, possible.
Yeah, that's true. Genetics kind of play a huge role into all that too. So
even genetics do play a huge role because it's way easier for some girls are just naturally born with it.
Yeah.
And some girls have to earn it.
Because I remember talking to somebody about steroids, and they were like, "Yeah, even if you do take steroids and your genetics just don't kind of align with it, it doesn't do anything for you. You can train like super hard, doesn't really." That's
shout out to my boy Sean.
Yeah, he was the one who said it.
Yeah, he talks to me about the testosterone, like the TNT stuff. It's not steroids. It's just like trying to amp up a man's testosterone, and no matter how much you take it, some guys' bodies, it literally doesn't do nothing. So yeah, the whole genetic things definitely does play a very big part in that. Since you guys, you are, but you're not. Still ask the question. Do you guys think you should live with your partner before marriage?
Of course. Before marriage?
The way you said
Yeah,
that, I was like, of course. Like you were trying to hire. What about you?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying I would never do it, but I don't feel like you should. Like, I don't feel like you have to do it.
Okay.
I'm sure you don't have to do it. I think it'd be a good idea.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to do anything in life, but there's always consequences and everything. There's always, I mean, the only thing that I see in that is what I hear, and if your relationship is strong enough, it will fight through it, is when you don't live with your partner and then you guys get married and then you guys live with each other, then you start seeing things that you might have not had saw when you guys weren't living together. And sometimes the relationship still goes good and sometimes it doesn't. But that's pretty much about it. Yeah, obviously
So
you don't have to.
But my thing was you weren't sending extended like steads there, like you know what I mean. So I feel like even when you're not living with your partner, you're living with your partner. Like for most people, aren't going home every weekend or every week. Like a lot of times,
Yeah,
people are.
yeah.
Like, I just don't see the need to like move in officially until
Until
we are like 9 times out of 10, I probably will be at your house all the time, or you'll be at mine, like whatever the situation is. So I just don't feel the need to. Also, I'm just very like. I'm not fully in it until I know you're fully in it. Like, I'm not giving up my place. For me to have to move out and figure something out if this doesn't work out, like, I need to know you're in it.
Yeah, I guess I could rephrase that to be, as long as y'all spend enough time together in different scenarios that, like, you will eventually live together, for long enough.
I don't know. I don't feel like you should do it unless you're on the marriage track.
Wait, to do what?
Live together.
To live together if you're on the...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. Yeah. If you're not...
You should just be like...
But then what... Then...
What is the point of a relationship?
Yeah, if you're not going to...
Convenience.
Go...
Convenience. There's so many reasons that people are in relationships. Convenience,
Sex.
compatibilities. Like, there's so many different reasons that people are in relationships that have actually nothing to do with actually wanting to marry the person.
Marry the person. Yeah. That question.
Do you not like have a lot of guy friends that are with girls that like they're never gonna marry?
I don't even have a lot of guy friends that are even in relationships.
Okay. It's hard out here in these. Well, I'm not gonna say that. It's different out here in these LA streets.
Wait, why did you want to say it's hard? No, that's fine. No, I'm not trying to think. Let's see. There's you.
It depends on like the.
There's I have a. I have a friend. They're in a one of those interesting relationships. I'll say that.
He knows he's never gonna marry her. Like deep down.
Yeah, but I guess if you don't want to, then whatever, to each their own. Marriage is.
Yeah, some people just don't even marry.
Yeah, that's true. Do you guys both want to get married? You want to have 6 kids? Oh, Nick Cannon. I'm sorry.
Oh God, no! I mean, from what I hear,
you having 6 kids and not
tell me if I'm wrong. Most of his baby mamas, they don't say nothing bad about him though.
No, I'm not saying.
Okay,
that,
I'm just like they all say he takes very good care.
I just think that's funny. Like to not that I think that's funny. I just think that's interesting. It's an interesting way to live, and it's not my job to judge anybody's
as you
situation.
stated plenty of times, so it'd be interesting for you to do that.
Yeah, no,
now.
I'm not judging. I was just laughing at you and just like, that's the vibe you're giving. It's like you just have a whole bunch of the fact that you said you wanted a lot of kids and then not want to be married, like to not like be like, oh yeah, I want to be married with 6 kids and just be like, oh, I just want 6 kids. Okay, future.
Oh God, no. At least I'll be better than future.
I don't want to judge anybody's choices. I only as long as the kids are happy, the
wife and everyone's taken care of. That's all that really matters. Let's be honest.
Like, it's not my place.
But I would say yeah for me.
Yeah, I want to say too. I'm old fashioned.
I would, but I would definitely probably do a prenup for sure. Yeah. That's
all the kids are mine.
All the kids are mine. God damn, no. Yes. Yeah, no, it's something I've been
cats every 2 days.
Sitting in, like, I've even talked to my mom about it, and it's funny, she had told me that, back then she had felt like that's, she would not be okay with that, but with how dating is nowadays and how conniving people are, and as my mom said, how conniving women can be, she doesn't blame me for wanting to protect myself. There was a situation, there was an article with a soccer player that was married, and he had got some allegations of accused of rape. During that process, his wife at that time immediately filed a divorce. So while he was dealing with that, he was also dealing with the divorce. And the charges came out that he was found out not guilty. So being found
not guilty and not being guilty are two different things.
So
let's just say
yes. However, that's not really what I'm trying to get at. But then the woman that divorced him, she tried to come at everything, but she didn't get anything. The reason why was because his mom made him put everything in his name because she knew he was dumb enough to marry her, but his mom knew that she was not the right woman. And so when she tried to come after him for all everything he's worth, he's on paper technically not worth anything because nothing's in his name.
Here's a deep question for
his
you.
mom his mom did it to protect him because she knew that wasn't the right person.
I think I feel like it's people not realizing when somebody doesn't really like you.
Yeah.
When somebody's putting on a show and somebody's doing and saying all the right things, it's your job to figure out if somebody likes you.
Of course. But we can't always sit here. Look,
yeah.
I think it takes two. And one thing I have a big issue is...
And don't get me wrong, some people are just really good at doing what they do.
Both parties not taking accountability, because it bugs the fuck out of me when we want to blame one person and make it seem like that the other person didn't contribute a little bit to things. Sure, maybe you contribute 30%, 20% of why something ended, but it really bugs me when people always want to say, "Oh no, it was his fault. Oh, it was her fault." Well, okay, let's dig deep. I'm sure you probably contribute something as to why the relationship ended, but no one wants to point fingers in themselves because everyone thinks they're perfect, men and women. So I think if anything ever ends, a divorce ends, relationship ends, sure, we can probably pinpoint who was the main cause, but to say that the person that's doing the breaking up or the divorcee, to say that they didn't do anything is absurd to me. I will never absolve somebody and pretend like they didn't do anything completely. So that's how I feel about people need to take accountability big time. It's very annoying.
How do you know when the person is the right one?
I'm very I don't know. I think you'll just feel it. I feel like I'm very spiritual, intuitive, and I think you'll just feel it. Genuinely. You'll just know.
Nice. How about you, Blair?
Man, if you like Coca-Cola and Krispy Kreme.
That's me.
I'm not saying that people aren't conniving and manipulative, because I've kind of I've known and rolled with some of the best of them.
That's scary, bro. Your eyes did that.
I've seen some things. I've been to places, so I'm not trying to put it all on whoever is getting played, but I do want us to be better about, as a society, it just shows the fact that effort is attractive is a problem. That is a problem. That should not be a post.
What was the post again? You said
effort is attractive.
You didn't say you got it from somebody else, right?
Yeah.
But effort is attractive?
Yeah.
There should be effort is attractive unless the person's attractive to you. That's what that should say. Just so everyone knows.
Yeah, but I just feel I just think we have to be better at sussing out people like us. And I feel like that's the real issue, is you not being able to text. There was this one post where they were are they texting you or are they just replying to you? Because there is a difference. Are they actively seeking you out? Are they just
now it makes sense.
And it's cool, and I'm enjoying the benefits of you being here, but I'm indifferent towards you, honestly, or I'm enjoying the benefits, but I don't truly enjoy you. And I think we just all, men and women, have to be better about being able to tell people like us.
And this is the part where one of my friends come out. This is why I'm just single. I ain't got to do it. One shit.
I feel like that is so boring.
I'm like, God damn.
And I feel like people's issue is like their bounce back just isn't what it should be. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a millennial generation and like something that our parents did to where our bounce back just is not. But your bounce back should just be faster. Like, okay,
Yeah.
you didn't like me, so somebody else will.
Yeah.
Like, and your inner confidence should just be that energy. Like, I'm that girl no matter what. So whether you see it or not, or whether you want to be with me or not, I'm not gonna immediately be like, oh, he doesn't like me, so there's something wrong with me. I'm gonna be like, he's dumb. Like, what's wrong with him?
Yeah.
Like, is he kidding me right now? Like, I'm smart, I'm pretty, I'm like sweet, like there's so many things about me that like, why am I looking at and same thing. I feel like guys should feel the same way. Like,
exactly.
You shouldn't be like, oh, she doesn't like me, so I'm just not enough.
Yeah.
That's like, but also alignment is a thing. Like, even though I really like somebody, like our paths are just different. We're not like going down the same way, and us trying to be with somebody just because you like them and our paths are different is gonna just be like, you're gonna be like grinding against something that you shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I definitely, I'm definitely a culprit of that. Culprit. Oh God, I can't talk. Anyways, I can never talk.
No, I love so many people, but like our alignment is just not.
There's, I definitely am working on trying to understand the difference of like, you know, this is just a person that's just receiving but there's nothing behind it. Like, oh, this person doesn't like me like that. I'm not gonna lie, I've definitely fall victim to those quite a few things, which is interesting because in college, I didn't. But that's because my mindset was like, I wasn't even worrying about being in a relationship. That you just couldn't phase me. It just wasn't even a thought. But because I'm older and, you know, I do look at pretty much every girl I deem like, okay, this aligns someone I'm attracted to. I'm like, can I see a future with? It's like I'm running into a lot of roadblocks when back then I wasn't, and then I could get a girl easily. But college is it's a whole different like universe. Kind of, yeah, it's a whole different thing. Yeah. Which, by the way, I do got something to ask you guys. So this kind of goes back to the list that you were talking about. I finally pulled it up.
Why you gotta find me a cheesecake? You know I love to go.
So that video came out. Then it sparked a list of like things women's like, just like, wait, why is this even a first date? And this list is 28. So here is a list of places women absolutely refuse to go on a first date. And one of them, I'm like, this should be number one, but that's because I worked there. So number one was Cheesecake Factory. Number two, Applebee's. Number three, Chili's. Number four, Chipotle. Number five, Olive Garden. And
but I feel like this is definitely made by somebody who lives in a major city. This is not Midwest America.
Yeah, of course.
Making these lists.
Of course.
Midwest America, or even Middle America, or like the South. Oh, some people in the
yes.
City.
Yeah, Midwest. Applebee's is like, oh, that's fine. That's fine. Number six, the movies. Number seven.
Sometimes savings is sexy, you know.
Number six. Yeah, right. It shows that you can manage.
When you're making $50,000 a year, Applebee's is like.
Yeah.
And I'm not being funny, you guys. I'm not being funny. I'm just saying, like, that 2 for $20. Yeah. You're doing the best you can, and you're being responsible.
In that situation, once again, if that girl likes you,
I'm not being funny.
Effort is rewarded. Okay.
For you Tories out there.
You have to put it in context, though. Yeah. Okay, so somebody's making $200,000 and they take me to Applebee's on the first. I'm gonna be like, dang, you don't like me. Like, you don't see the bitch. You does not see a future.
That would.
You know, it's like it's all relative in context.
No,
matters,
that's fair.
Though.
If he makes
matters.
20,000, acts like he's making 50,000, then he doesn't.
That's
if
like
I'm being honest, I think I would.
I think you have to be fair, and you have to put it in perspective. Like,
yeah.
I feel like he could try harder though. Like he could try again.
Number 8 is any fast food chain. Well, let's stop right there real quick, because being in LA, I hate this fast food place. In-N-Out is like God here, and I have heard a few. Not when I say a few, it's not really a lot. A few girls say like, oh, I'll do an In-N-Out date. What's your thought on that? Because In-N-Out is really like a California
it's like
thing.
a high school
What
thing.
do you as a first date?
As a first date, again, you know me, I'm about effort. So it's just like really low effort. Like that's a California thing. I've been.
Yeah.
It'd be one thing like if I was flying in from somewhere else and like, oh, In-N-Out, you have to try it. Then it would be cool.
That's
But the fact that I live here, it's like,
yeah.
Really, let's come harder. Let's,
So this next one is number 9, and I'm like, nah, this should just be number 1 in my opinion, but y'all can disagree. Buffalo Wild Wings. Because I work there. I'm like, nah, that'd be a worse first date.
Yeah.
But in the bigger cities. Number 10 is Wingstop. Number 11 is Red Lobster. Number 12 is a buffet. That seems very poor as fuck.
Stop. Again, context matters. Income matters. Like, let's be fair. Let's be really, really fair. Like, I just, again, if you're making $30,000 like that,
hey,
you might want to go to a Golden Corral.
Oh, that's great.
I'm just be fair.
Let me spoil you and take you to McDonald's tonight.
Okay, number 13 is IHOP. Number 14 is...
Why is that even on there?
Yeah, number 14 is Denny's.
I'm done. Not
Number
Denny's.
15 is the gym. Number 16 is church.
What's wrong with church? I would like
Would that be a
actually.
would that be a good date?
No,
First
I would
time
think
date?
Cool.
Oh, really?
If we're going to brunch after. I mean, effort.
But wait, what kind of brunch though?
What do you mean? Like a brunch?
IHOP.
IHOP brunch.
No.
It's right above church.
It's right above church.
So it's better than church.
It's better than
Somewhere I
church.
can get bottomless mimosas, and there are plenty of brunch deal spots. Like if you're good at like knowing your area, there are plenty of brunch deal spots that you could go to.
Wait, you thought a walk was boring, but church is less boring?
Yeah, because it shows that I feel like it just shows that you're like a spiritual guy. And watch my DMs be full of like, let me take you to church.
Let me take you to church. Take me to church.
Jesus told me to message you right now.
Number
The Lord sent me here.
The Lord sent me into your DM.
number 17 is Starbucks. Okay, hold on, get this.
I think a lot of these are kind of
Baby,
like...
I promise you, if you take me to Starbucks, I'm getting venti. I'm getting cold foam. I'm getting extra.
Okay, that was number 7, but number 18 was coffee dates. I'm like, why is that even on the?
No, it's not the same thing. Like,
Okay.
A curated like coffee shop that we're probably spending anywhere from $50 in.
Oh,
And like
what coffee shop you go to?
Starbucks is not the same. You've never been to a coffee shop, and what LA
It's been
coffee shops have you?
$50?
Yeah,
I don't
like,
drink
a
coffee
bagel,
too much like that.
and you get like extra pumps, and you get the almond milk.
Oh God, yeah,
I'm an almond milk girl, so
She's
I
from
know,
OC area, by the way.
Oh my gosh,
Just
stop.
want to preference that.
Stop.
Yeah, boba all day.
What's your go-to coffee spot? Isn't
Do I
that
have a go-to coffee spot?
it's not a chain?
No, it's just and when I'm in LA, I like to go to this place in Melrose. I forgot the name of it.
Ooh shit, Melrose.
Yeah,
But it usually comes out to $50.
if I get like snacks, yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
Wow. So, but
If it's
that'd
for
be
two,
okay.
For two, yeah. For me, it's probably just like 20.
Is that
Oh,
a
okay, there
good
we go, there
solid
we go. I was
date
like,
then?
holy
First
fuck.
date, or is that a no?
No, not a coffee shop date. That's
Oh.
boring. You don't like me, for real.
But what was after church?
If it's after church, no, it's brunch. We're
Before church, then and high hop.
no.
He trying to sell that IHOP so bad, bro. Give up. IHOP's
I'm
not
just
winning.
like, I don't even do a lot of carbs, so I wouldn't be able to eat anything. Like, I just starve.
Okay.
Because I think a lot of these is in like.
I'm
'cause
still
the
not done,
church thing
too.
threw me off. But
really
but I
like church.
but I will
don't
say
know.
a lot of these is
But I
just
feel
it's
like
kind
also
of.
churchmen will get you because let me stop.
Oh,
I've been there.
go ahead,
I've been
say
there.
it.
I've been there. And
Churchmen, what?
They are no better than these athletes. I promise you.
Wait, damn, you went from church people to athletes.
Yes,
what
I
about
would
the
put
blue
them-
collar guys?
I would put them-
They
what do
bad
you mean?
too. I'm just saying you jump from
I don't-
church to athletes, but there's blue collar men in between that
I
too.
can only speak on my experience.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, you like athletes.
I don't know. I don't like athletes.
Guys, slide
I
in her
don't
DMs.
not like, no, please don't.
Church athlete.
Pastor athletes.
Yeah, church athlete. Yeah, I play for the Chargers, but I go to church, babe. And then we'll do a nice bottom.
No, I'm just saying. But I feel like athletes have a reputation. I try to stay away from them, but sometimes,
Yeah.
Angels fall.
Oh, that's a hint.
What?
Okay,
What
let
is
me
that
keep
in?
going. Let me keep
Okay,
going.
yeah, let's
Number
screenshot.
19 is ice cream dates. Okay. Number 20 is family functions. How you feel about that? Like,
Absolutely not. I'm not
no. On the first, let's say you guys been talking
Meet
for a
my
while. You
grandma.
guys, no,
On the first date, you want to
No.
take me to a family function?
but you can argue that a church thing is could
That's
be a
true.
family
It
It
function.
could be.
That's
it
true.
Could be. And I
So
feel like that's.
we gotta.
I would be okay. Like, but I would
Only
be,
if it's
like
in
a
church setting.
full-on family function. That's a lot. Like if we go to church and then we're going to brunch with your family, that's a lot. For a first date, that's a lot.
Oh, that's a lot.
I think that's a lot.
Okay.
And I also like question your motives. Like, am I just a tool you're using to show off to your family? Like, are you just trying to?
That's
shut your
one
mom
argument,
up?
or
Like,
maybe someone's
Or do
trying
you-
to like marry you.
on the first date though.
Some people are. Some of these guys are fast, man. Church
no.
guys are fast.
Especially
No,
church
I feel
guys.
like
I can
a
see
lot
that.
of guys are fast. I feel like I've
Yeah.
experienced more fast guys than I have slow guys, honestly. So like I get it, but at the same time, I'm just like,
Okay.
it's just
All right, number 21 is.
I'm also the type of person that like I want to show you my all, like my ugly, my great. Like I put all my cards on the table.
I'm trying to see all that ugly girl.
I'm like not trying to hide. Like I want you to.
What if
accept me.
someone? Okay, you stated just now that you're trying to show you're ugly, the good, the bad.
Yeah.
Blah. So what if the guy that you're about to meet, you guys been talking, video chatting, but for the first day he was like, I want to see you like not dress up. I want to see you like that. That's an extreme hypothetical, but you know.
I feel like it's weird if he asked me that.
Okay.
Like I feel like you're a creeper and you hate women. Like I just think that's a weird. Like that's weird.
Can you just down dress and just not put no makeup on? I want to
Right.
see you at
Like,
your worst.
It'd be one
wait, you
thing
think
if
I'm
you
worse?
like pick an activity that's like, okay, let's do the pool, like where you'll see me with like, I'm in a more natural state or like
Yeah.
a more natural setting. But for you to just be like, come with no makeup and like, I just feel like that's weird.
Is
That's a little weird.
I still got more here, but is like amusement parks? Is that not like a cool?
I feel like I would like if somebody offered to take me to like Disney.
Yeah.
I would love that, bro. I'm going.
Okay.
I feel like that would be so much fun.
Okay, that's not.
And then I'm
Universal
looking
and
at
stuff?
Universal, yeah. I would
Okay,
be down for
okay.
Universal. Now Six Flags, I'm looking at you a little sideways, but I'd still go.
You get a half a point right now.
Right, I'm just like, cool.
This dinner better be nice. If it's nice, then you make it. You good. You
You're
good.
getting a
getting
date
a
too, but
Oh wow. Okay. So the next one was movie night as the number 21.
that's a Netflix and chill. You're just being sketchy.
Yeah. Number 22.
At the movies? Like to go to the movies?
No, we
We're
already
not
said
even
that,
getting
Joe.
to know each other at the movies.
We already said that.
Like,
The
we're not
movies, I said
talking
that
or having
earlier.
Conversation. It's just like
That was number 6. That was high on women's
I feel like
list.
that's something you should do like once you're like in it.
Oh,
I don't feel like that should be in the get to know you stage. Like,
Yeah.
it's
And the one
just-
thing I was trying to say earlier is I think a lot of these is just kind of like what's important to you. Like the church thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that's really important to you.
Yeah, I like
And the
that.
walk thing, that might be really important to you.
The what thing?
The walk.
Yeah,
Like going
yeah,
for
yeah,
walks.
yeah, yeah.
Because you like hikes and stuff.
I do.
And
I
you're
actually
that's boring
genuinely
as fuck.
like
And then the
But
church,
no,
you're like,
I
boring
walk
as fuck.
every day. I like
I
to
like
walk.
it.
It's just
Yeah.
a first date. It just feels low effort. But
Yeah.
like it
That's
is what's important to me.
yeah,
I feel
that-
like effort is
That's a
important
good point,
to me.
Joe.
So
Okay,
that's why
out
like,
here.
with the film thing, it's like the person I'm seeing right now, it's like that would probably be a good first date thing for her because she loves movies and films and stuff. So
And that's where she what
So
she
it's
said
about
earlier. You got to
knowing-
know what that person
If
likes.
we were
likes.
gonna do a film, I feel like it would be like take me to like an old like Casablanca.
Oh my
or
God.
something cool like that. It has to be
Yeah.
something interesting, like an
Yeah,
old
like a
screening,
drive-in theater?
Yeah, it has to be something
Yeah.
interesting. Like
It's
again,
more-
I'm about effort. It's not about the thing. It's about the effort.
I give a lot of effort.
thoughtfulness
Too much
that you
effort.
put behind it.
So number 22 is somewhere that requires a long drive.
I feel like don't inconvenience her. Like she's already putting on the Fenty for you. She's already putting
That's
on
if she even give a 450. Goddamn. Are you? You speak from your experience? See?
Yeah, if I'm putting on my Fenty
Guys,
perfume,
keep tabs.
If I'm putting on my Chanel perfume, if I'm doing the thing, like that's already racked up probably way more than you're spending. So, like, be fair to me. Be fair.
Okay. Number 23 is bowling.
I'm bored.
That's like a friend thing, you know. That's what you do with your friends.
It's not
Yeah.
like if I like that, it'd be one thing, but it's
Yeah.
just be like if you suggested that, I'm bored already. Like,
Number 24 is nightclubs. Yeah, I would never do that. That's a hard no. Nightclubs. No.
okay, like if we go to dinner before,
What?
if we go to dinner before, and then he's like, I'm gonna get a table, like, I might be down.
Oh. She like, we already drank at the dinner. Now we drinking more.
We're drinking more.
Bet. Number 25 is a hookah bar. I don't really care for it, so that's a.
I mean, I feel like that's an after date thing. Like,
Yeah.
you go to dinner and they were like, oh, what are we doing next? Another bar, a hookah? Like, you know what I mean? I don't feel like that should be like the main event. I feel like a lot of these are fine to be side events, but they can't be main events. Like, ice cream is fine for a side event, but it can't be a main event.
Number 26 is a bar for just drinks. No. We said no. No.
Sleep with me, like.
Number 27 is a Waffle House.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. And then number 28.
You're risking it all. That's
Number
the Waffle
28,
House.
I think for a first date could be actually pretty cool. A sports event.
If she likes sports, but if not, then it's for you.
Here's
Or
the thing.
if you have really good tickets.
Yes. I was going to say yes. If the seats are good, bam, you're in there. Like the date is.
But even the first, I feel like that should probably be a second date thing. I would do it.
Damn, second date.
Just because because I just feel like, again, at the sports event, you can't get to know somebody at that. Like, you know what I mean?
Fair.
So I feel like the
Okay.
first
It's a
date
baseball
should be
game. Nothing's going on.
about that part. It takes
Wait, what'd you
so
say, Joe?
long.
Unless it's a baseball game because nothing's going on.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're like they drag out longer.
Yeah.
But I just feel like it should be about us getting to know each other
Yeah.
on the first date. So I think that's kind of harder to do in some of those settings.
Okay. Yeah, I first date for me is I actually did ask a girl out here to go on a hike. And she was cool with it. She liked it. However, I do agree with you. You kind of have to, as guys, we do have to pick up on, what you guys like and what you don't like. And so if a guy's going to take a girl on a date, just make sure she likes that. It helps you out because it tells her that, oh, this motherfucker pays attention, which I'm very good at paying attention when I actually am interested in a girl. Trust me, I know how to plan. So shout out to my future girl. Ooh, you will be very fucking spoiled.
With a prenup. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
I'm teasing you.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I say that now, but down the road it probably won't happen.
I'm a lover girl, so like in my
It probably
mind,
won't
I
happen.
don't want to do a prenup, but like in my head, like from my business brain,
Exactly.
it makes sense. From my heart, like I just don't want.
I'm so glad
like,
you
it's
said
not-
it that way because it's not the whole purpose of it it's literally to protect both parties. It was just to protect whatever you had prior before you and your partner had got together. That's all it is. Because you can, like, girls nowadays, they have businesses and stuff. So even if me and you got married and you was like, oh, my guy makes a lot, and then we get a divorce, that protects. I can't come after whatever you got before or anything like that. So
Would you?
I'm just from a business, it makes sense. If you're wealthy, from a business standpoint.
But no, a lot of guys out here are getting a lot of girls have getting caught up in the alimony child support thing. Would you, as a man, if your girl made more, would you come after her for spousal support and alimony and stuff?
Give me all the money.
Joe, go ahead. It's gonna take Blair a minute to collect himself. Go ahead, Joe.
Sorry, repeat that to me.
So, would you come after your girl for child support and alimony and spousal support? We will never be married, and if so, you will definitely be getting a prenup. Just so you know, just by your reaction.
Yeah, it's so funny.
You.
It's so funny hearing this out loud.
But yeah, child support.
Yeah, child support and spousal support.
Spousal support. I feel like you could help yourself after that part. But for the kids, yeah. I mean, if they're living with you, then yeah, definitely having some
If
help
you
with
have
that.
50-50 custody.
50-50 custody.
Which means Wednesdays through Monday, they're with you, and then Monday through Thursday, they're with me, or Thursday through Friday, they're with me, and then we split the weekends or whatever weird child support situation we have going on.
Yeah, with that, I feel like this is where it gets a little...
That was very specific.
What I would say is if it was 50-50 and they're over there at certain times, depending on how big the drastic money shift was between the two. If it was a lot more and then the kids kind of expect that from, the mom and everything, then I feel like maybe some help with at least some of the kids stuff. You take on, I don't know, the really expensive stuff, and then I'll help with food. Food, of course.
Okay, so if I was making
50-50.
for sure their tuition would be covered. I feel because if my man was making that, I would expect, I'm not paying tuition. You should be paying tuition.
Yeah.
The tuition would be covered. School activities would be covered. Any extra curriculars should be covered, I feel like, by whoever is making the most.
So, question then, because love is love, and I think we don't need a paper to, tell each other that we love each other. However, people use it. Before the government gets involved, do you think both people should at least try to just work on a agreement within themselves without trying to like come for child support? Do you think that should try that first before?
Yeah, because if I like end up with a guy who's doing pretty well and then I get $20 million a movie or something crazy like that, you know what I mean? Am I gonna be like just drop him and be like figure it out? Absolutely not. Like unless you cheated on me.
Yeah.
And that will be in the clause. If you cheat, cheat, you get nothing. Yeah. Figure this out. And even then, I probably wouldn't do you that dirty. I'd probably give you like 5 years to get on your feet and figure it out.
Wow.
Like I would give you that grace period. I wouldn't want, because also like my kids suffer. Like they have to go to your crappy apartment in whatever city that you're in.
I don't want to give this to you, but because of our fucking kids. Oh, don't worry, honey, we're fine.
Right, like I don't want them to have to go to your crappy bachelor condo.
This is where you live?
And because California real estate is California real estate. It'd be one thing if we lived somewhere else, but it just is what it is. Yeah. So I just feel like I wouldn't want our kids to suffer. And ultimately, I did love you at some point, so I wouldn't want you to suffer. I feel like 5 years to get on your feet.
That's deep.
Like,
that's deep.
5 years to get on your feet. I feel like, especially if you weren't like working, if you were like supporting me more in my career, if you had to travel with me in my career.
Oh, wow.
Like, you know what I mean? Because you give up a lot being an artist is like a significant other. Like, that's, you're asking a lot of them.
What if you were married but without kids?
Without kids, I still feel
same exact thing. 5 years.
You cheated on me?
Is the 5 years because it's a cheat thing?
Ooh, I feel like it'd be a 4-year thing. It'd be a 4-year thing.
You're gonna shave off that year. Each cheat is a year shaved off.
At that point, like you need to figure it out. You're doing all that cheating.
The fact that you're still willing to speaks volumes on your character, and I respect that. That you're even in that you'd be like, you know what? I hate you. Oh well, I don't hate you. I don't like what you did. I'm still gonna help you out, but you got 4 years to figure it out.
I just don't know how to throw people away. If I ever loved you, and that's just the way I love,
have a heart. And that's beautiful.
Genuinely, my love is unconditional.
Wow.
Like, if I ever loved you, I will always love you.
Does that extend outside of romance, like even to friendships?
Like even friendships, like even people that have done me dirty. If I ever loved you, I will always love you.
Yeah.
And to an extent, I would do something for you. Like if you needed something, I would do for you.
Yeah.
But like the levels of access you have to me in my heart are just different. You know what I mean? Like you don't get free reign. You don't get like the access to me that you had before. It doesn't mean I don't love you. It just means I have to protect myself because you didn't care about my love. Like you took my love and you threw it away. So
wow,
that's just how I look at that. Like if I ever loved you, I'll always love you, and I'm always going to do for you. And that's just who I am. Sometimes I wish I was like I should be more cold-hearted, but it's just not who I am, and I kind of love that about me. I kind of love that about me. It's annoying sometimes because it's inconvenient and it feels like you're getting taken advantage of a lot.
Yeah,
but it's like one of my favorite characteristics about me. I feel like it's my godlike quality. So
there's times where I've thought to myself like I shouldn't care so much about this person or the situation, but I'm like that's just me. I really do. Like if I really care about you and I love you, whether it's like friend or romantic, like I'm gonna still be there for you unless you literally are like, no, I don't want anything from you. Then all right. Well, that's deep.
And I feel like that's the best part of you. I feel like that's a part of us that we try so hard to deny because we're all like trying to be savages and less and da-da-da-da.
Yeah. Hey, you're not gonna get one up in me.
You're dehumanizing yourself by being that way. Like it's just you're being less of who you truly are, and it's like for what?
Be hot and holy, not cold and holy.
Oh shit! Oh shit! All right. Well,
I feel like that's a great place to like we can leave it.
Yeah, we can wrap it up.
Hot and holy, you guys.
Hot and holy. Thank you guys for tuning in on another episode of Cracking Cold with the Boys. I have nothing going on with my life other than the usual pursuing the dreams and not giving up. Joe, what do you got going on?
Absolutely nothing. Check my Instagram page because nothing's changed.
Yes. What do you got going on?
I'm always up to something, so just you guys follow me on Instagram. Things. Always good things.
Yes, hot and holy things.
Fun things. Yeah, I'm fun. I'm a fun girl.
Any advice you want to give to the men out there in the dating world for LA specifically? It's tough in these streets.
Effort.
I feel like effort will go a long way, and everybody's willing to break their rule for somebody.
Ooh.
So if you're just that special, like she will break her rule for you.
Yeah.
But you have to be worth that. And you have to be like, if she's used to a certain lifestyle, you have to be willing to like be on the trajectory of that lifestyle and willing to like build towards that.
Damn. You just, okay. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys. And until next time. Bye.
Bye.